This presentation supports the open and flexible learning opportunities for all session at the Alt-C conference on the 6th of September 2016. This is based on data from the UCISA 2016 Survey of Technology Enhanced Learning. The 2016 survey explored TEL developments at the institutional and course level across a number of new domains, one of which was open learning. The survey achieved a 69% response rate with 110 returns. There was a good spread of responses from across the UK, by country, by mission group and institution type. The survey was sent out in January of 2016 by heads of e-learning. This is the 8th survey undertaken by UCISA. There is not the same cohort of institutions responding each time, but the results do show consistency between surveys. With regard to open learning, the headlines are that we're seeing an increase in the number of institutions using platforms such as FutureLearn and Blackboard's Open Education. FutureLearn particularly has increased significantly, but with Russell Group institutions accounting for most of those increase in numbers. However, open learning course delivery is seen to have a low level of institutional engagement. Looking at those results in more detail, asked about the systems used, the survey shows that FutureLearn and Open Education are now amongst the most common systems used in UK higher education. As already indicated, FutureLearn has shown a significant increase since the last survey. Its use, though, is very much dominated by pre-92 institutions. The survey also asked if the main virtual learning environment was being used to support open learning. The returns suggest that open learning is less developed across institutions, with many not engaging in open learning practices, over 40%. Where open learning is used, it is more common that an alternative system to the main institutional VLE is used. FutureLearn and Open Education being most common, but other systems being used include Coursera, PebblePad and Canvas Network. Seeking to develop further an understanding of the different teaching and learning approaches, the survey asked a question around the types of courses being offered. Based on categories from a 2013 European Universities Association survey of e-learning, universities were asked about their provision of blended online and open courses. The 6 categories shown on the screen were the responses invited. Of interest here are options D, E and F. D being open online learning courses for all students at your institution, internal access only. E, the open online boundary courses, free external access to the course materials for the public, but the assessment is restricted to students registered at the institution. And F, the open online courses for public. The data shows that less than half of the total number of respondents actually confirmed that open course delivery is being pursued within their institution. The most popular open delivery format is open online learning courses for all students at an institution, category D, for which 41% of post-92 institutions reported some level of activity. Of open online courses for the public, category F, while sector engagement at any level is below 50%, pre-92 universities are far more engaged, with over 50% offering some form of course delivery, and Russell Group institutions being most active, with 61% offering some level of course delivery. This is not necessarily a surprise, given the high adoption levels of the FutureLearn platform as a channel for open learning course delivery by this particular mission group. The survey also asked whether or not open learning acted as a driver for technology enhanced development. Two options were provided as a list for participants to select from. These were improving access to learning through the provision of open education resources and improving access to learning through the provision of open education courses, e.g. MOOCs. These were the two lowest ranked drivers in TEL development, so it's not seen as a driver across the sector as a whole. The survey also asked for institutions to report on the levels of governance within institutions regarding open learning. They were asked whether or not they had sort of committees or working groups around open learning or MOOC development. 35% of Russell Group institutions had, 31% of pre-92 institutions had, yet only 6% of post-92 institutions had such committees or working groups. The questions that we asked in the survey were quite broad, and also we're conscious does not necessarily reflect the different interpretations of open learning. Are MOOCs open, for example? So while caution is needed in the interpretation of the results, the survey does provide an indication of developments within the sector. It shows that MOOC developments are the main influencing factor regarding institutional engagement with open learning, and as a consequence there is greater activity in pre-92 institutions. Open learning is not a significant driver for technology enhanced development, and open modes of learning lag behind those of online and blended delivery. If you're interested in reading more, the full survey is available from the UCISA website. The report will be supplemented with case studies of institutional TEL developments, which will be published a little later this year. We are also keen to get feedback on the report, and that will help us also inform future surveys. But we very much hope that you will join us at the session on the 6th of September at 11:30 in room SS 0.19. Thank you.